Charlotte Lewis grew up in Peoria, and since her high school didn't have a girls' basketball team, she started to learn the game on the playground of Taft Homes, where she lived. She came to Illinois State interested in volleyball and track and field, but her athletic ability and size quickly caught the attention of the Redbird basketball team and coaches. They convinced her to give basketball a try, a decision that would prove to be life-changing for Lewis and then head coach Jill Hutchison.
When Charlotte came here, she had never played high school ball, and so she really had no fundamentals. She had played with the guys on the street and a lot of pickup games, and so she knew how to compete, but she had to develop her skills in terms of ball handling and shooting skills. And by her sophomore year, she had really gotten a little better with her ball handling. By her junior year, she really had developed some range on her shot, and that became more apparent as she went through the Olympic program trying to get ready for the '76 Olympics. There's no question Charlotte was very coachable. In fact, Charlotte was a gentle giant. She was a big framed woman, but she was receptive. She was very much loved by her teammates, and she was very receptive to being a better player. She wanted to be good. She was smart, so she could process things. Actually, Charlotte was a B+, A- student all the way through college, and that made her an even better basketball player. She was great. She was like a daughter.
During Lewis's time at Illinois State, the Redbirds collected 63 wins and 4 straight AIAW state championships. Perhaps the most prolific rebounder in Illinois State history, Lewis ranks in the top 10 in career rebounds and rebounding average at ISU. In her final 2 seasons, she averaged double-digit rebounds, including a school record 14.3 boards per game as a junior.
The thing that I think anybody will always say about Charlotte, whether they played with her or against her, she was the best female rebounder to have played the game. I think then and now that is still true. Her leaping ability, her strength, her presence on the court really almost cleared a lane when she was there to get to a board, and other players knew it and stayed out of her way.
She was the first Redbird women's basketball player to be named an All-American, achieving the honor in 1975 and 1977. During her senior season, she was a finalist for the Wade Trophy, which is given to the nation's top women's basketball player. Even though she'd only been playing organized basketball for a couple of years, Lewis's natural athletic ability led her to join the U.S. national team and play in international competition against the best players in the world. She helped the U.S. win medals at the World University Games, the World Championships, and the Pan American Games. All of those tournaments were in preparation for the biggest stage that women's basketball had ever played on, the 1976 Olympic Games in Montreal. Alongside women's basketball legends Nancy Lieberman, Pat Summitt, Ann Myers, and Lucia Harris, Lewis helped the U.S. win a silver medal at the Games, which were the first to feature women's basketball. Her playing career did not end in Normal, as she went on to play professionally in Europe, Brazil, and the United States for 15 years. After her professional career ended, she returned to Illinois State to complete her degree in Parks and Recreation Administration. A 1983 inductee into the Illinois State Athletics Hall of Fame, Lewis received one of the most prestigious honors that can be bestowed on a former Illinois State student-athlete when her number 30 was hung from the Redbird Arena rafters on January 12, 2002, along with fellow ISU legends Kathy Boswell and Doug Collins. Sadly, Lewis passed away from a heart attack on September 17, 2007, at the age of 52. Her legend lives on in Redbird Arena as she remains one of the true greats in Illinois State athletics history.